Hi, everyone. Hi. This is Eleanor with Eleanor's Elite Radio. And I want to always, as usual, give my blessings in the beginning of my show. I want to thank Robert Green from Central Florida Cloud. He is an outstanding colleague who's responsible for updating my website and managing it. He's a great guy, and you can contact Robert at 321-252-9283. Central Florida Cloud provides cloud computing services to all sizes and enterprises, whether you want to move to an Amazon Web Service, OpenStack, or provision a hybrid infrastructure. Wow. Their team is here to serve your cloud computing needs. Additional contact information is info@centralfloridacloud.com. Please give him a call because he's such a great, honest, good man. He's a good soul. Anyway, I want to welcome Christina.
Hi.
Hey.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. Hello and welcome. You really don't need an introduction by any chance, but I do like to give a couple accolades if I can because you're a wonderful lady.
Thank you.
She really doesn't need anything but what she does and offers to people. I met Christina at the Business Summit. The 9th Annual Business Acceleration Summit, where Christina was the photographer for that whole 3 days.
For the whole event,
Wow,
yeah.
you were running crazy, girl.
I went on about 3 hours of sleep for the whole 3 days. Yeah.
And Christina she made me feel more comfortable enough to actually sit for a photograph. It was kind of odd and weird for me because, we're all very, I think, self-conscious of ourselves, and we can all be very judgmental. And for me, I'm more comfortable like this and a selfie because I can do selfies because they have wonderful filters. But Christina actually made me feel so comfortable, and you really did such a beautiful job that I actually like looking at it.
And you're using it, I know. I see
absolutely.
it.
It's all over. Anyway, if you want to get in touch with Christina, please. Her Facebook page is www.facebook.com/Christina Stuart Photography, and her phone number to reach her directly is 352-219-0319, and her website is www.christinastuartphotography.com. So,
And Stuart is Stuart.
Yes.
Everybody doesn't get that right.
Stuart.
Yes.
Okay. I was floored again by your talent. Like I said, I've been known to be a selfie queen, but you really do go through the motions to make people feel very comfortable and beautiful about themselves.
Good.
You have that ability.
Thank you.
So some of her work, if you want to see, is on my Facebook page, and on my Facebook page, I have 2 blogs, and you can also go and see a little bit of her work there. So Christina, tell me, how did your passion for photography start?
Well, my grandmother actually gave me a Polaroid camera, when I was 7 years old, and for Christmas or birthday. And my little brother, who's 7 years younger than I am, was a model of mine because I was constantly taking pictures of him and was just enamored with him. And it kind of started then. I've always been a visual person, but I got into writing. I was journaling in middle school, that teenage angst, right? Of course. So I was journaling, and then got into high school, got into journalism in high school, fell in love with journalism, and I had my whole life planned when I graduated high school. Dillard High School, go Panthers.
Yeah. You went to school here, right?
No, South Florida. I'm from Fort Lauderdale originally.
Okay.
And so I took journalism. I loved it. I was writing. I got into college, and I wasn't as happy. I went to the community college down in Fort Lauderdale, and I wasn't as happy with the writing style. I wanted to be a little bit more creative, and I was very descriptive in my writing. Got to UF. I thought it'll be great at University of Florida. They've got a great journalism program. It'll be better. And so I took an intro to journalism class up at UF, and I still wasn't very happy with it. And my mom, thank goodness for her, said, you can't be this happy.
Right.
You can't be this unhappy doing what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. So take a semester, don't take it off. Just take a semester and take classes that you want, do what you want.
Play around.
Exactly. Experience other classes, other majors. So I changed my major to creative writing, and I took an intro to photojournalism class just for fun, thinking I've always liked taking pictures. I might as well learn how to do it well and properly. So I bought my first Canon camera. My aunt in Jacksonville took me to the camera store 'cause she's an amateur photographer, and took me to the camera store. I bought my first Canon SLR. It was film, not digital yet.
Good old days,
right? And
where you actually had to go into a dark room
Yes.
to unload your film.
And-
I remember those
yeah.
days from high school myself, and I'm a little bit older than you are.
Well, it was color film, so I didn't have to go into the dark room, but
Oh.
I did learn darkroom photography as well.
So I am much older than you are. Thanks a lot, dear. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
So I took the introduction to photojournalism class with John Freeman, who I'm still in touch with, and so happy to be. He's an amazing photographer, amazing instructor, and I just fell in love. Every assignment, just about every assignment, he would hold my pictures up as examples of what to do.
Wow.
And that's a good example of the assignment. Except for one was portrait, but I was so excited that I did the assignment before he gave the lecture, and so it wasn't correct. I was so impatient. I was so excited and loved it so much that I wanted to get a head
Of
start.
course.
And it wasn't what he would have recommended. So I ended up redoing the assignment, and I did fine, which is great because that's what I specialize in now. is
Yeah,
portraits
I
of
was just
people.
going to say. So that was good that he gave a little negative criticism. Maybe not negative criticism,
Yeah.
but he, yeah.
Just let me. I had to wait for the true guidelines of
Right.
it. So I fell in love. A classmate of mine, Eric Zamora, who again we're still in contact and friends. Facebook is fabulous for that. He kept saying, you should change your major. You need to be in photojournalism.
Right.
You need to be in photojournalism. I said, no, I'm writing. I was so stuck on this vision that I had when I graduated high school. I was going to go to the community college, get my associate degree, go to UF, get my bachelor's in magazine journalism, go to Northwestern to get my PhD, and eventually own and edit my own magazine.
Okay.
Right? That was my plan. Well, then I got into the classes and I was really unhappy, and it was really not easy for me to kind of let go of that dream that I thought that I had.
Right.
So journalism, photojournalism especially, helped me to show the world what I wanted to tell them instead of just telling it.
Instead of writing it.
Yeah, I was very descriptive in my writing anyway. So Eric kept telling me, you got to change your major, And I said, no. I just like it. It's just for fun. So I took the advanced class, the next class, again with John Freeman, and Eric was in the class as well. And he said, you got to change your major, I said, no. So in December, we went to the NPPA, National Press Photographers Association, has a conference up in Atlanta.
Okay.
And UF had a huge presence there. And one of my editors and some students who were older than me and had been in the program longer, who had gone to this conference before, gave us instructions and guidelines on how to kind of maneuver through the workshop. And they had, at the workshop, they were going to have professionals and instructors, mostly photojournalists and editors from all over the country, giving critiques to students like me. So it was an opportunity to show your work and show your progress and get some feedback from people who weren't your classmates or professors. And I was so freaked out about it. I got myself worked up into a tizzy. I was crying beforehand, and Eric, thank goodness for him, he helped guide my path. He said, calm down, we're going to go, because I didn't feel like I was good enough. I didn't feel like I've only been shooting for 9 months or 10 months. I was really insecure. We are our own
worst enemy.
Worst critics.
And critic, yes, absolutely.
So he said, calm down, we're going to go to dinner, we're going to have a beer, we're going to relax, calm down. Okay, you'll be fine. So I had my little notebook of my portfolio and my couple little 8x10 prints in it, and we went to dinner, and I did calm down a little bit, and they had a huge room where you would just kind of stand in line, or you'd sign up for the people who you wanted to speak with. And I signed up for a bunch of people and would wait, and they'd call your name, and okay, run over, and I'd holding my book real tight, and I'd say, I've only been shooting for 9 months.
You were pre-warning them. Right.
Please be gentle. And they'd kind of look at it and they'd go, oh, one of those. All right. You know? So they'd take the book and they'd open it a page or two and they'd see a picture or two and they'd say, now what equipment do you have? I have one camera. I have a Canon Rebel film. and one lens, a 35 to 80 millimeter lens. The kit lens is what you buy.
Yeah,
it's
what
kind
you
of
get
the
with
intro, right? The intro camera kit. And they said, "Oh, okay." And they flip through a couple more pages, and they say, "How long have you been shooting?" And I say, 10 months. And they flip through again, and they go, "How long have you been shooting?" So, and everybody was like that. And it's fine.
Wow.
They're like, you are on, you've got the vision, you have the eye, you are going to go places. And
wonderful.
it really was that confirmation that I needed to change my major, get back in photojournalism, that I really was in the right place. And I saw, after a bunch of critiques, I saw Eric and my professor, Mr. Freeman, walking down the hallway. And they're both shorter than I am. I'm 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
And most people are shorter than I am.
Yeah, I noticed when you came in.
I know.
Gosh, I can't believe it, but it's so beautiful. I want to be 6 feet
It helps
tall.
with shooting.
Yeah.
I can see everybody. And everybody sees me. So I ran down the hallway and I put my arms around their shoulders and I said, I'm in the right place. Like, I'm changing my major. And Eric's finally like, well, duh.
But you finally knew at that point that's what you were
was the
destined to
direction I was
do.
going to do.
I think a lot of us have those aha moments. Some of us choose to ignore them.
Right.
Because you're kind of very settled in what you think you should be doing, or if you are like a major provider for your family, that also might have some, conditions attached to not kind of moving forward.
Right.
Like you already had a mapped out plan, what you were going to do academically.
Yeah.
So it's very, really wonderful.
And it's not easy. And
No.
I mean, really, it had to slap me in the face.
Yeah.
Which it has to do for some people. Unfortunately, I was still in college, and my mom, was just amazing and supportive. And, one thing that one of the biggest points of advice that I had taken from her at that time was, do what you love and the money will follow.
Right.
And I have kept her voice saying that in the back of my head. And every time I come to a step like that, where I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not happy with what I'm doing. And I don't know if I'm quite brave enough to move into that next step of what I really feel like I love and want to move into. So it's, and then I hear her say that again, and it's been 20 years,
So now, do you share your talents with other people?
I do.
Okay, tell us about that a little bit.
Well, I discovered that I love teaching. I love shooting. I dream in pictures. I see the world in pictures. And I wake up with picture ideas. I have a notebook and a pen next to my bed.
Yeah.
And so I want to share that passion.
Right.
I want to help open other people's eyes to
the beauty of photography, right?
And so that they can share and document their world in ways that are beautiful. And they can show their friends and their family and their coworkers and their kids and their grandkids and the great-grands, who are going to look back on these moments and memories and treasure them.
Right.
And that really is kind of my goal in teaching photography, is to help them better capture their own world so that they can share it.
Exactly.
So I started teaching at Eastern Florida State College.
Yay.
And I know.
BCC.
Right. For the people who've been here a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. BCC. And in 2011, they actually approached me. I came to Brevard County for a job working at Florida Today.
Okay.
I was a staff photographer for them for 6 years.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. Journalism kept me going.
Good.
From 2005 to 2011, that's what brought me to Brevard County. And Eastern Florida approached me in 2011. My coworker also taught for them, so he was already connected in the photo department, and they liked my.
Yeah. Now that, and I'm trying to read people's comments, but I think it's more important I pay attention to you. Comments I can answer later. Go ahead.
Well, we can ask questions, answer
That's true.
questions along the way too.
Yes.
So they approached me, wanted to kind of expand their program and offer a little bit of some new blood into their photo program. So they liked my portraits, so I started teaching portrait photography, which involves lighting and
yeah. I imagine that's really difficult. It looks simple, but to be able to capture like the really beautiful features of, because not everybody is beautiful, there you have challenges, you have, maybe skin issues, or, crooked eyes, or weird ears, or bad teeth, everybody has something that they're not proud of.